Well, Alan, how you doing? I'm just testing out some stuff because there's supposed to be a node count for here tomorrow. There's been a few Apaches just go out. I think one doing back in again in a minute, but I'm just testing to see if this setup works with the microphone, because I've had so much trouble with you guys hearing me. But it sounds like it's working, but I think it's echoing. I've just got to see what it's doing. So I think it's picking up all of my microphones again, because I don't know why it keeps doing this. It's a bit of a strange one. Let me just see if I can down one after I'm down. Let's see what happens there. Because I'm using three mics again, and it just doesn't seem to like that. I think it's still doing that. Oh, I know. Right, let's try this. I just knowing what settings, because I've got two cameras on, three mics. Yeah, still doing it. I might have to abandon this other mic. Does that sound better? I'm trying to listen back to what I'm saying on my phone, so you'll probably hear it again, but does that sound better? I think that's sorted. I think the internal mic on the other camera is picking up two lots of sounds. I think that's better. So can you hear me better than what you normally do now? Hopefully you can. I'm trying to the trouble with the camera, my main Sony camera, you can put like eight mics on it, but for some reason it only outputs two down the HDMI. Well, I want both of them at the front so you can get a better sound of the aircraft at the front, and I've been having to work out how to get another mic into this this box thing I'm using, but I think this has sorted out. I think I've plugged another camera in, hence we've got two cameras, but I've also plugged in a little third like 4K zoom camera, but you can use that for sound. But I think if I then have the aircraft come, I'm just trying to work out which one's what here. HDMI 2. Yeah, I think you're hearing me from my front camera now. I think that's what's happening. And the back, yeah, I can see it. Alright, so that's, yeah, I can see how I've got it now. So we've got a back mic on, which you're hearing me, it sounds good. And you're hearing the front mics off the other two, and I've turned the other mic off, so that should be good. But like I said, tomorrow there's supposed to be, well, I'm thinking there's something going on here, but it's been busy here this week. There's a couple of Apaches gone out. I think there's about 4 out at the moment, and there's some over there, as you can probably see on the camera. I'm just waiting for them to come back. One just flew right over the top of us. But it's just literally a test stream. I wanted to get everything right for tomorrow, because I think might be busy here tomorrow. So I've been to Lakenheath today, and Lakenheath is really quiet this week. We expected nights, but that doesn't seem to have come to fruition, so we've just got to wait on that. It looks like that's going to be when the clocks change, so it's probably another week or so before that happens. But it's been really quiet there. I took my normal camera to take a load of thumbnails and stuff today, and I did film quite a few going out. I suppose about 10 went out altogether all day that I saw, so it would have been a bit of a boring stream if there's only 10 all day. So Dave did catch a F-35 coming in with an emergency, and they went straight out to it and turned it straight off. So we don't know what was wrong with that, but we caught that today. So Dave's going to try and get that on the channel later on. But I'm just going to switch over to a different camera now, so I'll just swap over. Yeah, I know. There was a few F-15s went out, but there weren't many. But it was really slow. I got there about 11 o'clock, I think, and nothing went out for a little while. I think it's about 1 o'clock a few went out, and then I left there about 3 o'clock, something like that, and come over here. Thought I'd just come and see what's going on, because it's like I say, it's been a lot of activity. Last night there was a lot out. There was a couple of Chinooks flying around and a few Apaches, so it was just a case of coming over here, testing to see if 4K would work, and it looks like it's not dropping anything here because there's just no one here. There's nowhere near as good of internet download or upload speed here as what there is at Lakenheath now. Lakenheath's got here comes one now, so I'll just see if I can get this. And round behind the trees. Hopefully I'll come back again in a minute. But it's the second time they've done that now, sort of flew over the top. We'll just wait and see if he comes back or he disappears again. Sounds like he's going round. But when I got here, 2 went out before I got set up, but there's another one over here somewhere. Yeah, it's a bit of a shame about Lakenheath at the moment, but it is what it is, I suppose. You can never tell when they're going to go and do nights, but it's looking like when the clocks change, they'll go back onto nights. Yeah, that's better. I can hear the sounds much better now, so this is the way to go. Well, I'm hoping you guys are telling me that you can hear me better. Did you hear the aircraft okay? Because I didn't have my earphones on, so. Just put my earphones on so I can hear what the camera's picking up. That's good. There's a horrible smell here, unfortunately. It's a good job in the smelly vision because the farmer's doing a field behind me and it does stink. Not very nice. I was thinking, what on earth is that when I first got here? But I can see what they're doing now. So don't go to Wattisham. It's not the nicest smell at the moment. But like I said, I won't be here for long. I just wanted to get these set up. It's so difficult because when you do it at home, you think you've sorted out, and then when you plug everything in on the top of the van, nothing's right. So it's really strange. You get all the settings how you think they're going to be, and then as soon as you try and go live, the mic don't work, or like I had the echo and didn't have the echo when I tried it at home. So you just have to go and do it somewhere and look at what you've done. So. Hopefully, if there is something going on here tomorrow, that'll be late afternoon that I come here. But I'll keep an eye on the flight radar apps and stuff like that to make sure. But there is a no time for here tomorrow, so and I think it's all day, but I can't come during the day, so that'll be a little bit earlier than this probably, or around about this time, and then hopefully we'll catch a lot of activity. There's a lot of stuff on over there. There's a lot of things going on over there. there's only one more out there, but it looks like there's people around it, so that might go out as well. Yeah, so that's what I'm planning to do, Sally. I'm planning to come here tomorrow. It's pointless going to Lakenheath at the minute this week. It just seems really, really quiet there. So and obviously not on nights, which is what I wanted to do. So as these guys are probably going to be on nights, they were out quite late last night. They come over mine quite late last night, so I'm expecting them to do the same tonight and tomorrow. But yeah, I'm supposed to be busier tomorrow, so there is a no time for it. So hopefully, fingers crossed, everything good. We'll be here tomorrow doing a proper stream. Yeah, I know it is. I know it is our army base. That's because I grew up around here, not very far away from here, and that was always RAf Wattisham because the Phantoms and the Lightnings were here. So it just sticks in your head. I know it's not called that anymore, but it's now. I used to, don't tell my teachers, but I used to bunk off school and push bike up here to this very spot and watch the planes come past and take off. And this was where, just along here, they used to taxi right past here, really close, and then go round either that end or that end, depends which way they're going to go, and take off along the runway. So yeah, it brings back, like, it's probably one of the first places I ever went plane spotting. So yeah, I used to, when I didn't want to do English, I'd come here instead. There's a generator running somewhere. I don't know where it's coming from. I think that's over on the field where them farmers are. There's a whole load of farmers over there doing something, so I think that's where the noise is coming from. There's a lot of activity over there behind me. What up, Steve? How are you? I'm just looking, I can see one Apache, but I know there's two out. Oh yeah, I can see the other one. The other one's right up near Leicester now. And the other one is, oh, it's about right, it's near my house. I could have stayed there. It's going that way. So it's obviously obviously going up to the training ground. That's what it's looking like. So you've also got, you get a lot of just normal commercial planes and that going over the top of here. It's the flight paths here. And a lot of cars. At the minute we've got a Ryanair aircraft going over the top of us and something else coming in from the side, so there's a few things about. But that's really what I wanted to do. I just wanted to get all set up and just make sure everything's okay. So yeah, I know we need a stream. I don't know the trouble with how I'm doing this, because I'm streaming to a what's called a YoloBox or something like that. That's what it's called, and there's no option for ads, so I can't turn them off. I can only do it through OBS or whatever, or through the YouTube, and I haven't got a laptop with me, so I can't turn them off, and I don't know why. Some people get affected with them, some people don't. I noticed on my TV the other day that when I rewatched back, even though I'd got premium, I saw an ad come up and I thought that's a bit strange. And but obviously normally I don't see any ads, so I don't know. It's a bit of a funny one for the ads, unfortunately. I can't sort of dictate how many ads you get, which is I would turn it on minimum. Obviously I want to have an ad on every now and again, but not like, I don't want it to be like crazy. So I do apologise if it is crazy when you get them, but that's nothing I can do about it unless I bring my laptop with me as well. But it's just something else to carry. So the convenience of this box, streaming box, it's just so easy. Just press one button and it goes live. So with OBS and all that, you've got to keep setting everything up all the time. That's a pain. This camera that I've got now has its own, that can broadcast directly to YouTube. Again, you can't then do anything with the ads. You'd have to be on a laptop again to do it. Well done, Alan. One day that'll say 24 months. Yeah, I'm expecting this one to go out. I'll just look where the other ones are. They're disappearing off into the distance, so I don't think we're going to see the other ones now heading back from Leicester way. That went out when I just got here. One went out. It looks like that's the one. Yeah, that's the one. That's towards Peterborough now, so it is coming back. But the other one is the other one's sort of Thetford Attleborough way. It'll take them long to get there. I don't know what's going on with this. Something's happening with this app as well. It keeps shutting down. But yeah, so that's basically what I wanted to do. So I'm going to just keep an eye on this one just for a little while. But is everybody getting a good picture, good sound? It's in 4K and it's not dropping anything. It's not dropped a single frame. I don't think since I've been here. Oh, it has, just a slight bit, but I haven't seen no buffer on the phone. Yeah, it looks right. It's dropped one frame. There's me watching it in 720 as well. Yeah, it looks alright. It's a little bit wobbly because Lewis is with me and he's jumping around in the van, so that's why it's moving around a little bit. He's found something funny to watch on his iPad. But hopefully, I don't think he's going to come tomorrow. Not hopefully he's not coming, but I mean, I don't think he's going to come tomorrow. So hopefully this van will sit still a little bit, and hopefully, fingers crossed, we'll have a little bit more action that's going on here because it's still quiet here as well. Just going to turn that mic down just a little bit. I think it's a little bit too loud. I've still got a little bit of an echo in my earphones, but it's not too bad. There's a few different vehicles over there today than what you normally see. A few people around. Nothing else over this end. Doing some work on that building there. Is my voice coming out of both speakers, or is it one-sided as well? Something else I need to find out. Looks like it's showing me on the box that it's showing two signals, so I'm hoping that's alright. Yeah, the stream seems to have settled down. I did drop a couple of frames, but it's not done. It seems to be alright now. Someone's coming fast on a motorbike. Yeah, I turned it down a bit. Hold on. It's really loud in my earphones, so that's why I turned it down a bit, but let me just see if I can, it's really fine as well. If I touch it a little bit, it goes really, really crazy loud, and then let me have another look, see what's going on. What's that like? It's too low, and I can see it's too low. That might be better, but I think that might be too loud now. Let me just listen to it on my phone. This little, I'm using a little zoom camera with, it's got XLR ports in it, so it's supposed to be good for sound, but I'm hearing a hell of a lot of things in my ears. That's really, really loud. I turn my earphones down. Maybe it's that. That might be better. And my earphones sound like massively loud. I think that's going to go out, you know, that one over there. Looks like they're getting in that. Yeah, I know. You touch something and it just goes crazy. I just turned it down a little bit and I could see it made a hell of a difference to the sound, but I can see it's alright again now. I just got to remember to turn the sound on the other camera off so that you don't hear double the sound, because it was picking up my voice on that camera and the other one, so that's why it was echoing to start with. So I just need to make sure I remember how to do that. It's a lot to remember for this thing. It's crazy. But when I watched some of the streams back, I was thinking to myself, well, you guys are saying you can hear me, but when I watch on the TV, it isn't how I hear it in my earphones. In my earphones, it sounds really loud, but when I listen back to it, I can tell I'm really quiet. Right, that's good. Yeah, this camera is good. It's although it's 4K, that's 5K, so at down samples to 4K, and hopefully with the signal being alright, it should keep up. I'm just checking that does keep dropping the odd frame, so maybe tomorrow I might have to go down to 2K, but there's no one around here to nick your internet, so that's why it's staying up like as good as it is. But at Lakenheath there's no chance. Even though I was getting 400 down today, as soon as anybody turns up there, you just lose all the bandwidth. I've been talking to Dave about getting satellite internet, so we've been talking about doing that. So maybe that's something we're going to do and get that sorted out, so that we don't have the problem with the internet. But I mean, if 1080p is normally absolutely fine now, I don't have no problem with, because I've got a good router now, and I've got a really good aerial on the roof of this, so hopefully we can always bring 1080p, and then when we're lucky to come to a place like this and we can do 2 and 4K, then that should be better. Yeah, and I've got a new fluid head now, and I've mastered that. I think now that's made an awful lot of difference. Before it kept getting stuck, my old one, and so when I was following the planes, it was just like really jerky and that. But this one's a lot better, a lot better. So I was doing a bit of testing with that today at Lakenheath, and that footage come out really good. Yeah, that was I can't think what his name is now. But it was first thing this morning, the cloud was really low at Lakenheath, so as soon as they took off, because they were at the other end, as soon as they took off, they're straight in the clouds and you couldn't see nothing. But luckily when I got there, the clouds had lifted quite a bit, and I got some really nice photos for thumbnails today. So I got some really close-up ones of F-35s as they've gone over the top of you. You could see, you could still see like orange glow in the back of the engine. That was really nice. I got some really good shots, so I'm going to use them as thumbnails soon enough. And I got some excellent ones of F-15s completely side on to me, so I'm going to use them as well. That was really what I was going there for today, just to do a bit of testing, and then I said to Lewis, we'll come here and just to test out, make sure I can get all these mics and everything working. But I reckon it looks like these guys are going to, this one's going out, so I'll just wait. I was going to just test the microphone and get your feedback, and then I was going to go, but we'll just wait for this one. I can't think who it is, Sally. It's someone that normally goes there every now and again. I can't think. Dave did tell me who it was, but off the top of my head I can't remember what his name is, the guy that was streaming there. But he went to the car park, set up, watched a few planes, and then packed up and went. So yeah, it was really funny weather there first thing this morning. Yeah, that's what I want to get. We do want to get the Starlink. It's just so expensive. It's £96 a month for unlimited, and then I think it's £50 a month for 50 gigs. Well, 50 gigs won't be enough, because if you do a 4K stream, you're going to get about, I don't know, couple of hours and you've used it up, so, or 4 hours, something like that. I think I worked out in my head with the stream bit rate. So that's just not worth it. So, but £96 a month, I think it is, and that's an awful lot of money. I mean, I'm paying £50 a month now for my SIM card, and I've got to wait for that to run out before I'm going to do anything else, because I don't want to be paying £150 a month for internet. But I want to have reliable internet for the van anyway, because when I've got my boy with me, I want him to be able to have internet wherever we go, and that I'm sure that'll be good for that as well. So, but yeah, it's just so expensive. Keep on paying out for things all the time, but you know, we want to do it right, but we don't want to break the bank doing it. So. That's it. You can say who it is, Sally. I don't care. He's not die hard like me. That's it. You can say who it is, Sally. I don't care. He's not die hard. Yeah, the other one's still way up Peterborough way at the moment. They're taking a long time to come back. And then the other one's on the Stamford range. It'd be nice if you could get on there to watch live fire or anywhere near there, but you can't get anywhere near there. I haven't looked around that area before, but there's nowhere you can't get, well, I couldn't see, there's nowhere that you could see when they are doing live firing over there. There's nowhere I could find to park to film them. Not close enough anyway. Still, you're picking up a bit of a repeat sound, are you? Let me see if I can turn the other one right off. Oh, I think it has. That's why. It's turned itself up a bit. That is HDMI 1. That's turned off. I think you're hearing it from my front cameras. Well, that might be a bit better. That's why you're hearing it, because you're hearing from my front two cameras as well, because they're really sensitive, them front ones. But I'm standing way back from them at the minute. You're hearing me from one at the rear of the tripod now, so I'm hoping that's a little better, but there's not a lot I can do about it, to be honest with you, because they're gonna pick me up a bit. I've just turned them down a little bit. I've dropped 0.33% of a frame, so yeah, I don't think you're going to see that buffering, and that's slowly lowering itself down now. So that last comment, I don't know what that means. I can't read it because the heart's in the way as well. So we can swap between cameras, and we can also do this now, so we can have two cameras at the same time. There's some other different ways of getting full screen, I think, as well. So if I just add some video sources, I can add like all sorts of different things and do split views different ways. So I do a split view here. I'll just show you once I've got it on there, and then I can do this kind of split stream, although it's around the same one, but a lot bigger, and then the side by side one, how we had it, or I can go to a single view on each camera. So there's loads of things I found a bit to do on this now, which is quite interesting. Obviously it squashes that view up. I'm sort of getting there with this box. There's so many things it does, but I don't normally sort of mess around with it until I go out streaming. So then when you're doing that, you sort of trying to concentrate on what you're doing rather than just filming. So, but it's all right. It does some good stuff. So, and like I said, it can invite people by email, so you can see their cameras and stuff like that. So, me and Dave are going to do that at some point, but when we do it, because obviously his workload gets in the way of what he does, and obviously I have to do sort of different things, but we are going to do it at some stage. That might be interesting for like Chris from Core Jets or something like that, if he wants to do some sort of thing with us as well in the future. Maybe we'll talk about doing something like that. Yeah, you got to show off, Steve. You got to. So obviously we've got that, and we've got the counter thing that I made. But at the moment, if I go onto there, you can see it's saying full and half time. I think it's showing up. I don't think it is at the moment. I will in a minute for you. But you can put F15s or F35s like I did before. I don't think it's showing up for some strange reason. It might come on there in a second. Yeah, it ain't showing. I don't know why. It done this before. I turned it on and it didn't show up before. It's like a scoreboard thing. I can see the chat and everything on this box, but it's too small, so I just use my phone to look at that. And obviously I record the stream on this box as well, so if I'm doing 1080p I can record it in 4K, and it cuts it up into like 10-minute segments, so, and it normally cuts them up when something happens, which is quite clever. And you can do replays, but I've never worked out how to do the replays. But say an F15 comes down and takes a hook, I can press replay and it will instantly replay it. But you have to set it all up. I've not got into that yet, but I will do at some stage, so that when we do have something happen, we can just press replay and it will instantly play it back. We'll get to that once I've worked a few more things on this, because even the sound thing's so complicated on this, but we're getting there. So Christine, so what we was talking about the other day, about tail strikes and things like that. So the reason I don't put tail strikes on the channel is because obviously when we're filming at Lakenheath, we've got a good good thing with the base over there. So, and obviously if a tail strike happens, it's sort of it's a pilot error, really, isn't it? Or something's going wrong. So unless we catch it on a live stream, which is not intentional, I don't never put them back up. But I've recorded quite a few over the years. I've seen quite a few tail strikes, but we try not to put them up purely on that basis that, you know, it's showing an error. So we try not to do that, because obviously the pilot's going to get in all sorts of trouble, and possibly he'll in trouble. But so that's why we don't. But we have. I caught one not long ago, actually, only about 3 or 4 weeks ago. I think it was after a live stream. I'd ended the live stream and I was just watching the last ones come back, sort of setting after I'd taken some of my equipment apart, and then I saw one come in, so I recorded and I caught one. But that's why we don't. So just out of respect for the pilots, really, that's the reason why we don't put them on. Yeah, it's just you know, I just think you know, they're highly skilled guys, and sometimes things go wrong. So a same sort of thing is, obviously planes have crashed in the past. Now I've never seen nothing like that myself, but you know, things can happen. If it was a live stream and something happened, you'd be sure that I would turn the camera around or turn the stream off, because we wouldn't want to put that out. I don't think that's right. I know some people put crashes on their streams and crashes and stuff on YouTube, but we definitely wouldn't be doing that. If we saw something like that happen, then, you know, obviously you feel for everybody that's involved. So we definitely would never show anything like that on the channel. So You know, we might pay our respects to people or whatever, but we'd never ever put coverage of it, anything like that on the channel. I know, like I say, I know some people do, but me and David are totally against that sort of thing. So that you know, if we caught something accidentally on live, as soon as I realised what had happened, I'd be turning the camera away from it, definitely. But thank God that comes very, very few and far between. I wouldn't want to be up here on my own at night time, like when it's like Lakenheath. It's all trees all around you, and all you can hear around here in the evening times. I'm sure you can hear it on the camera now. There's like loads of birds and stuff, but I reckon they get quite eerie up here, like late at night. It was the other week when I came up and done the live stream in the evening, and it started to get dark. It doesn't half get really dark here. Like, there's no street lights anywhere around here, so it is really, really dark here. The only lights you've got is obviously on the base. So. I'm hoping it's going to hurry up and go out, but it doesn't look like it. I don't know if they're going to or not. They're all around it, but I can't quite make out if there's any stickers on the side of it or anything they put, because they pull the little labels off, don't they? But I can't quite make out if they're on it or not in this light. It's very, very hard light at the minute. I'm looking on the monitor, but I can't see any on there. You might be able to see it on big screen, but I can't quite make it out. I don't know if the other camera's got a bit more of a zoom on it. I'll just put it over to it and see if I can see them with that. I don't think there's a lot of difference between the two cameras. It's a little bit darker, that other one, but actually it's not. That one's lighter. I'll just bring the settings up on this camera a little bit. My Panasonic is actually lighter than this one, but I think I've got this one turned right down. That's a bit better. It's a bit brighter. I think it's too bright though. Yeah, it is pretty dark over here and a bit weird over here at night, I can assure you, but I suppose I'm in a safe place. Lakenheath, the first time I'd done nights over there, it was really strange. It was a real eerie place at night. It's so different over there. But I suppose because you're under camera there, I mean, I know that they're watching me here because they told me that before. So they said when they come over to the fence, they said the towers knows you're here. So at least that's a good thing. They know I'm here, but I don't think they can see me that close. Just going to compare the two cameras to see what one's brighter. Panasonic one's definitely brighter than the other one, but I think there's better quality on the one that's darker. The other one does 6K as well, so there's not a lot of difference, I don't think. This one's the better camera out of the two. This is my video camera. The other one was just my my Lumix S5 Mark II. Yeah, the other one's a little bit brighter because I've got the settings turned up a little bit, and that's full frame, so it gets more light in. So at night time, that other camera is probably a little better for nighttime use. But the trouble is, it's a camera body, so it's really hard to like follow planes around with, because you have to do the zoom and everything yourself. So that's less practical. I always used to use that for filming, but you just physically, it's just impossible to zoom in and out trying to pull the zoom ring and everything backwards and forwards and trying to film steadily. So camcorder is definitely the way to go. This camera can do a lot better than what it's doing at the moment. I've not got it on very high settings at the minute, so it can go a lot brighter than this one and what it is at the minute, but I'll wait until it gets really dark before I do that, otherwise it starts blowing the image out at this time of night. Yeah, they did, yeah. Phantoms and lightnings, and then I'm not sure. I think the tornadoes come here for a little bit. I'm not 100% positive on that. I think they did, and then the base got took over by the army. I'm not sure if that stayed, if it was empty for a little while. I can't really remember. But I always used to watch the Phantoms and the Lightnings here. That was really good. So we can make that a lot brighter. Yeah, that was a big old tractor that just went past. So we're back on the Sony now, and I've just turned the brightness right up. I got confused myself what camera was showing then for a minute. I think Lewis wants to go and get dinner, so I don't look like they're going to go out. I think they've all gone away from it now. There's still people around, someone at the back of it now, but just see where the other ones are. Well, they're both together over near Lakenheath way over Wattisham, so if they're coming back they shouldn't be silly long. Yeah, I saw both the Apaches that are out. I saw them both go out. I literally turned up here and they then went out, and I couldn't go live quick enough. Getting all the stuff up on the top of here, I thought I'd put 2 cameras up just so I can test all these mics and everything and get it all sorted, and by the time I got set up they're gone. So, but I say they've come back twice, but they're still up near the training area at the moment. They look like they're just flying around there, so I don't know how long they can be out for, Apaches, but he's been up near Leicester way, one of them, so he'll obviously go out for a fair old way. I don't know how much fuel they hold. They must hold a fair bit. Yeah, the Phantom's not coming back. If they come back, then that'll be internet gold. If we saw them come back, that'll probably be the most watched video on YouTube tonight. Definitely if Phantoms turn up here. It doesn't take them long to get from Thetford to here, so that's where they are at the minute. There's 2 of them there, so. But then again, they could be flying around that training area for quite a while. I take it Mara and I'll finish for the day now. I did hear Marham planes because where I live, I hear both Marham and Lakenheath from where I live. So I heard them flying out first thing this morning. And I was talking to Dave, and he said nothing had gone yet, so I knew it was Marham jets. Yeah, so on some of the spotters groups for here, there's no TAMs for tomorrow, so I'm keeping my fingers crossed they still go ahead with it, whatever they're doing. I don't know what they're doing, but and this is the trouble at Wattisham. You know, sometimes you can come here and they'll be flying all day. There's quite a lot going on. Another day, you come and you see one all day and nothing else. You know exactly what will happen. As soon as I say I'm turning the camera off, that'll go up in the air every single time lately. Yeah, it's just quiet, isn't it? It's really quiet. all I can hear around is the farmers and little birdies. I'll show you the bloody farmers. I'll tell you, it stinks. They're all over there, look. I'm not sure what they're putting in that, but I can assure you it doesn't smell nice. I reckon they're putting tyres in there and burning them. We're catching them red-handed. That's what they're doing. Look, there's some tyres on the floor. They're putting them in there and burning it. Right. Phone up environmental health. What's that? What's that you've got? Yeah, it's exactly what I thought it was, and it stinks, I can tell you. Yeah, I don't know about good old country smells, but there's definitely country smells, but I'm not sure they're good. Obviously when the Phantoms and stuff were here, them buildings were there, but this one on the end wasn't here. That's all new. That weren't there. But them other ones have been there for a long, long time. I'm sure that building over there weren't there either. It looks new. This must be a bit of a cut through nowadays, because there seems to be a lot of traffic coming down here. Never used to be like this. It used to be like you'd never see anybody. I know they're sitting in that truck beside it. I think that's what they're doing. Don't look to be anybody in it anymore. And the other two are still flying around the same area, so they're obviously having fun over there. I can hear deers calling behind me somewhere. I'm not sure where, but I can hear them. They're over there somewhere. I can't see none. But behind me, somewhere in that field behind me. Over there somewhere, there's some. I can hear some deers barking out. I did see someone when we were coming along, but. Little push biking. Yeah, I think they're little muntjacs, yeah. I can hear them like doing their little noise they make. Sound like dogs barking, don't they? I could hear them behind me, but I can't see them now. They were in that field when I come along. I think I left the radio on from when I was at Lakenheath. I think I just hear it go off in my van. I'm just looking at the app to see how far they are. They're still flying around Thetford area, around the training area, and this guy don't look like he's going out. So I thought they were going to go. There was a load of activity last night, but they did start about this time. But we can't be much longer. So, but then they're going up and down the runway, so they might be checking for them to come back. There's two Apaches out at the moment. There's more activity behind it now, but I don't know if they're going to tow it away or what they're doing with it. We're going to get a strong smell of whatever it was in that tractor because he's now coming back with a full load of it. So it looks like they're on the way back now. Looks like they're moving slowly down. Steve's on the ball. They look like deers to me. can see loads of them on the side of the road on the way to Lakenheath. They're everywhere. There's so many of them. But I have seen some big deers over that way. There's quite a few. I think there's a population of red deer in that wood over there. I saw some once. They looked like more white, sort of whitish deer. They were a really strange colour. They were quite big. Look, there it goes, not under its own steam. Look, I'm going to take that one away, so that definitely ain't going out. It does look like the other two are coming back though, so we're just going to hold on for them to come back, so at least we've got something. We've got one going over earlier, and then we've got these two. It looks like they're coming back now. I'm just making sure the other two ain't turning around, but it looks like they're coming back. That's the furthest they've got low on the map. I'm hoping they're coming back. Oops, sorry about that. Lewis is jumping around in the van. They think something's funny. Oi, you! Looks like some of them have gone home and they're going to fix that one. There don't appear to be anybody in the tower. I'm not sure if there's one person standing in there or not. Yeah, it definitely looks like the other two on the way back, so we'll just hold on for them and we'll get ready for tomorrow. Hopefully it'll be busier tomorrow. I'm going to have to go and tell Lewis to stop doing that because he's going to have the cameras over in a minute. I don't know what he's doing. He's going crazy in there. I'm just going to go and tell him we're going to go. I think we're going to get McDonald's for tea. So I'm just going to go and tell him we're not going to be long because these other two are definitely on the way back by the looks of it. So I reckon 10 minutes I'll be back here. Yeah, they're now heading back. I can see they're now in between Thetford and Bury St Edmunds, so they're coming back. Well, at least we know we can do 4K here, because it has dropped a frame, but only one, so or the whole time. So it's I haven't seen it buffer yet, so. I think they're about 10 miles away now, maybe as the crow flows, maybe a bit further than that. One of them's a bit further, closer than the other one. Typically, one's now turning around and going the other way. One's still heading this way. So has anybody seen Andrew C anywhere over the weekend? I've not seen him in any streams I've been in. I've sort of had a little look around, but not seen him anywhere. Any news on him? Yeah, it is a bit. It's a bit strange that no one's seen him. It looks like one of them's going off somewhere else and the other one's coming here. Unless they're just going to go, it'll turn around and come back behind the other one, I'm not sure. But one's directly flying towards here, so. He may, like I said, he may be just taking a break from YouTube for a little while. He does do that. I know he did that last year. Let's hope so anyway. Let's not get it on. Right, I'm expecting one of them back pretty shortly, and the other one's gone over towards Bury St Edmunds, so he might like do a turn round there and come back behind the other one. But he was in front, now he's behind, so one's definitely on its way back. Yeah, it certainly is. I'll get ready for this one now. I've been sitting down waiting for him. It looks like the other one's now turning, so looks like he's going to come in a different way. And the one's only a few miles away now. Yeah, the other one's turned back, so looks like they're both coming back now. The one's getting closer now, so shouldn't be long. I can't see it yet, but he's not far away. Starting to get a bit dark now. Yeah, they're both heading back now. I can't hear him yet, but he's about 2 miles away, I think, 2-3 miles away now. The only trouble is he's got these trees here, and that's the way he's coming from, so he's coming from over there somewhere. I can hear one of them. I'm just going to pull the second camera out and turn that one off. Whoops. Battery went flat. About typical. I didn't plug it in because I didn't think I was going to stream for long, so I just had to swap the battery over quickly. But luckily the box carries on streaming, so sorry about that. But the one of the Apaches has gone behind me, so luckily just in time I got the other battery. I don't know how much charge this one's got in it either. Not a lot, I don't think. Hopefully enough to catch these coming in. I don't know where he's gone. He went behind me and I can't see him now. They're both close by. Oh, this battery's alright, so it's not too bad. It's got a bit of life left in it. I must have forgot to charge that other battery up because normally that one lasts for ages. I can see one coming. I've got to watch these trees because they normally make it so I can't focus on the helicopter. They're a pain, these trees here. It's focused on the trees now, but once I get past the trees I'll be alright. Here we go. behind them trees. So he's going back round again. I don't know where the other one is. They're both around here somewhere. Yeah, that's the advantage of having this streaming box, because if you do lose your camera battery, then the streaming box just keeps going. So that's got loads of charge still, and that's got like 70% in it still. Can't see where the other one is, but he's around here somewhere. Yeah, they're both close by. They've just gone down. I think they're both down the other end. I can see one of them. And they're right down there. Let's see if I can manually focus in on it. The other one's a little bit behind it. They're both coming together. They're quite a way down there. There's that one there, and then there's the other ones further back, look, behind the trees. Jonathan, I see, alleging as normal. The other one's now coming out from hiding. Pain when I go for them trees. Anybody new, just make sure you hit the bell notification and subscribe. Hopefully tomorrow there's going to be a bit more action going on around here tomorrow, so if I go live tomorrow, then you don't want to miss it. There's no TAM for tomorrow, so I'm not sure what exactly they're going to be doing, but it was quite busy last night, so I hope that it's going to be as busy tonight tomorrow. The light is definitely fading fast. The camera's doing a good job picking up, but it's quite a bit darker than what the camera's seeing, so. And there we go. I just turned the brightness up a little bit. It's getting quite dark here now. Don't help with the clouds really either though. That's both them back. I don't know if they'll go out again tonight, but they probably will. I'm not 100% sure yet, Jonathan. I've got something to do during the day, which is a bit of a long road trip to do, and then I hope to be here by about 4ish, maybe. But that's I'll try and do a community post tomorrow if I get a chance to. But that's what I think anyway at the moment. It might be a little bit later than that, but I think around 4. I think. Like I said, there is a no TAM for tomorrow, so I'm expecting a bit to go on. I saw on a few Facebook groups that there was activity, and it's been busy all week. So last night was quite busy. There was a lot going out of here last night, and I expect, like I said, I expect there'll be more tonight. But me and Lewis have got to go and get our dinner now and our tea. So yeah, I should say around about 4, half 4ish, something like that. Hopefully I can get over, and we're going to do a stream tomorrow. So it was more a test today, but luckily we got to see a couple. Well, I wanted to make sure the mic and everything was working, how I've got this set up. I probably won't go with 2 cams tomorrow. I'm just probably going to go with 1. I just wanted to see how I could run all 3 cameras and all 3 microphones, and this I seem to have worked it out now. So hopefully tomorrow everything will be good, and we can do a proper stream, and I'll put up a proper description, and I'll try and schedule it if I can, but I can never promise that because I never know, but we'll do our best. So thanks everyone for coming in. Make sure you hit the like. If you've not subscribed, then subscribe, hit the bell notification, and you'll know when I do go live. But obviously as soon as Lakenheath go on nights, we'll be doing that. We'll do as many as we possibly can, and you know, subject to everything else, but we'll get over there when we can. And I think it's probably going to be when the clocks change from what we're sort of getting now. We thought it was going to be this week, but it's obviously not. So, but again, we might pop up with a stream from Lakenheath during the week anyway, as well as the night one. So make sure you hit that bell, and you'll know when I'm going live. So thank you guys. Thanks for coming in again. It's been great. We'll see you next time.